Alright, we're back. We'll try this again. We're going to do transmission build. Yesterday got the axles, the chassis, and that was it built. Nobody on here yet. We'll see.
Alright. So I've got everything pulled apart. We've got one of our trees here. I've got all the gears set up over here. Everything's separated, nice and clean, so we can see what we're doing as we go. We've got our workbook set up and turned to our page. And I've already pulled out all the pieces. We've got our rods, we've got our bearing, and we've got our two M3x12s. So we're going to start popping this bearing into its home. Get in your home. That's going to go right through there. But I'm going to wait on that for now, because I don't want it falling out. Looks like that bearing's not going to hold in place very well either.
You know what I just thought about?
What's that?
It's a metal part.
It doesn't call for Loctite. You want Loctite? I'm okay with that. I just need to know in advance.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just thought about it and was like, Just a little bit. Keep it from backing out. Metal and metal parts tend to vibrate out.
Alright, so since we're going to do Loctite, and it looks like we're going to be doing a lot of Loctite, I'm going to go ahead and put us a plastic bag here. Get us a little thread locker on that bag. And then we're going to grab our two pieces again. We're going to get the screw. Just give it a little spinny spin here. Pop it down in. Since we got the Loctite on there, I don't want to get a big mess everywhere, so I'm going to be a little more careful. Okay.
Just joining, we're putting together the transmission, or she is putting together a transmission from a 410 builder's kit. She's done one other axial kit before, and now she's doing tight
Tight like a tugger.
Now she's doing it pretty much unassisted to show that even a beginner can do it. The diffs were nice, didn't need any shims. Actually surprised. I even came prepared for shimming and didn't need any of them. It's got all the machine gears in it, and they're actually really nice. So
I should put those on backwards, didn't I?
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. I was like, wait a second. That doesn't look like it matters. Alright. So those two are on tight now. And now that I'm not going to be turning it upside down a whole lot. Let's stick that bearing in there. Let's stick that guy through. Alright, it does say that I need one of the 10 mil pins. So we're going to pull our calipers back out. Because I have 2 different length pins in this baggie. So that's going to be one of our 10 mils. And then this looks like it's going to be that piece there. And then we're going to have, that's going to be this one, right? This one here.
Yep, spur gear.
And then, what is this guy? That's going to be this, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'm going to need 3 6 mil. We're just going to check our lengths. So there's 1, 2, 3. Okay. Lengths confirmed. And we're going to need 1 nylon lock nut. Alright, so we're going to hold this here. There's our pin. I'm going to go ahead. Give us a little bit of grease so that pin will stay. Okay. Pin is in. And then we need to put this little sleeve right over top. Slide that on down. And then this guy. Notice it's got the grooves there. We're going to want to make sure.
I think they got you messed up.
They do have me messed up.
That's in the instructions wrong.
It is definitely wrong in the instructions.
It's okay. It goes behind the pin.
Okay. So I need to pop that pin back out.
It's gonna keep that. It's gonna keep that plate in your hand from driving into the bearing behind it.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now we're gonna
Just joining. We're building a Vanquish transmission, or she is.
Okay, so that sits in there nice and neat. And gives us
You can
exactly
put the
what we
nut
need.
on without the spur, by the way.
Because the nut will fit through the spur.
Yep.
Let me tighten that down. How tight?
Pretty tight.
Pretty tight.
Can you hold it? Or do you need something? Pliers over there.
Yeah, I don't want to damage it though.
Don't do that. Don't use wire cutters to hold it. Use the pliers.
Just noticed there's another pinhole right there.
Mm-hmm.
So I popped the pliers, that little groove right in that pinhole. Okay.
Is that tight?
It's as tight as I'm gonna get it. You wanna try to tighten it yourself just to make sure? Because I know it needs to be on there real good. Oh, you didn't go much more. Alright, suppliers should be done for now.
Whoa, yeehaw.
Taking you guys for a ride. Okay, so then we can go ahead and put the spur gear over.
Yeet.
Yeah. And then I just bolt the spur gear in.
3 of them.
3 of those. Okay, cool. Let's see. That guy lined up. And that's gonna be 2. Let's do a 2.5. Oh. That's metal.
A little bit of Loctite never hurt.
Mm-hmm. Keyword being little. Turn the camera this way a little bit. I can't. There we go. Okay. One and 2. Alright, how tight do you want these?
Tight. Tight enough, but not too tight. Crush the plastic.
Alright. So that is all the steps for that one. Now let's go on to the last steps. We've got this guy here. We're gonna need 2. Luckily for us, they only give us 2. We're gonna need 1 set screw. We're gonna need
Pinion gear.
15-tooth pinion gear, and that's gonna be. Is it this one?
Yep.
Okay, it just looks like it's got extra teeth here. They just made the teeth look longer. Huh?
Spin it around, look at the front.
I know it says 15. I just wanted to make sure, because if you look at the picture here, it looks like the teeth elongate on one side of that set screw.
Oh yeah, they're cut deeper if it's a longer or if it's a smaller gear.
Yeah. So, okay. So then we've got that, and we're gonna need the housing box. So we're gonna first do. These should be 2.5s, right? No, those are not 2.5s. Okay. And we got. Oh, go ahead.
I can't remember if the wires need to be there. Mm-hmm. We're going to be using a Spectrum Pharma 2300 because what I had for cheap. Let's see. That should be it right there.
Metal to metal. Do you not want me to?
No, I got to Loctite the motor.
Oh, okay. And then before you tighten it down, we set the pinion gear in to set clearance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Parts and pieces like these, he kind of takes over just a little bit because I'm not 100% yet on clearances. Okay.
Turn the motor on for you so the flat, so you can get to the flat.
Okay.
You might want to put the grub in there and start it first.
Okay. You want me to put a little Loctite on the grub or no?
Yeah.
Then just a little bit on this one, right?
Yep. It don't need much.
Okay.
All right, tighten her up.
All right.
Looks good. Go ahead and give it.
Give it the beams.
Yeah, give it hell.
Okay.
Tighten, loosen, tighten.
1, 2, 3. Okay.
Now, you gotta set that gap. Let me see it. It's not that.
It's either what?
2.
Oh, sorry.
You're good. I'm gonna just barely tighten 1. And I'm gonna be able to pivot on that 1.
Because you do need a little bit of
want
space there, right? You don't want it too tight.
So like that's too much. And that's too little. You're gonna be able to feel the movement, but not see the movement, if that makes sense. Okay, maybe you can see it. Maybe you can see it a little. This one's a little bit sloppier than I'm used to.
You're still getting movement in the whole assembly overall.
Then why do they want me to put the cover on?
Hmm?
Hey, Grant. Again.
Hi, Grant. Is it supposed to have that much flop?
It will have a bearing behind it when it's all said and done.
Okay.
But right now I can feel just a little bit if I go from this end, twist it back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got a little.
Yeah, just that little bit of space between the clicks. Okay. Now that's gonna make that high-pitched whine that it...
Mm-mm. Should be nice and quiet. Should go.
Oh, okay.
It might wear in for a second.
All right. So we've got ourselves our first 2 steps. Let's see. Now we need to put a cover on. Help if I put it on correctly, huh? It does not say what screws to use for that.
It just says to have the cover there.
Okay, so then
I don't know.
I don't either.
New page.
Okay,
Okay, yeah, it says have the cover ready apparently.
so we need to go ahead and... Oh, it doesn't say to bolt it down yet.
Nope, sure
There's
doesn't.
still no bolts in there.
Okay, just leave the cover aside for now.
Okay. Maybe they have you put the cover on so that as you're moving it around, you don't damage the
Maybe.
gears. So
Okay.
the cover sits fairly decently. We'll just pop it on there and leave it on.
We're past axles and the chassis. We've got a chassis
Complete chassis.
with a servo. Working on the transmission now.
We've got our front axles.
The builder kit is nice. It's actually all the transmission parts are hardened,
I think
machined
so
or
far,
aluminum.
my favorite part of this kit has been
the grease cap.
The grease fitting. I mean, I'm used to the ugly plastic ones that just push in if they have one at all. That one's pretty cool. Okay. So now, it says optional gear cover. Do you want to use the optional gear cover?
Yeah, it can't hurt. Because if I build an interior...
Where is the optional gear cover?
No, you know what? Just put the flat one on it for now. Because the body I've got going on this already has an interior.
Okay.
So I don't think that... I don't know that it will be the right
optional
one.
gear cover. I see this guy.
It's in there.
Is that it?
No.
Okay.
It's in there somewhere.
It's probably one of the other bags then, because it is not here.
Huh. Oh, it's in the bag with the steering wheel and stuff, if it has this on this kit.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Since this one has all the hardened stuff, it may not. Yeah, it's going to be a heavy-duty trail truck. It's getting all the grease, all the waterproof grease and everything. So, White Settlement approved. And Creek Basher. Hey, look, links.
Yeah, that's a heavy bag, by the way.
That's
Super heavy bag.
all the links.
You're gonna do that part for me, right?
You make me thread all the links.
Yes, I hate the links. I hate the stupid links. It's like my least favorite part of this entire build, or of doing any of these. At least when I get to disassemble your trucks, the links are already done, and all I'm doing is unscrewing them.
I ordered a link tool that fits in the drill, and it didn't come from AliExpress.
Okay.
Those little 12-year-olds in China didn't pack it.
So. This guy. And this guy, right?
Yep.
And this one. Okay. Get your tree cutters.
Trim and sprue.
Okay. This one was not on a tree when I pulled it out of the bag. It just fell out of the bag. I'm assuming that's tree.
So some people call it tree. I call it sprue. Or tree. It works either way.
I mean, I only call it tree from the model cars I used to build.
Sprue is actually what they call it because that's where they injection mold the plastic from.
Okay.
It goes down the whole thing and it creates its own holder.
Okay. I've just always called it a tree because that's what I called it when I was building model cars. Alright, I need 10 of the M6s. Or of the M26s. So, I need to find... That's going to be my M26s, correct? Yep. Okay, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I'm going to set this aside for right now.
Excuse me.
I guess I need to bolt this together in pieces. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, it wants me to put this on the cover first. Okay. So, do you want me to Loctite these pieces on?
Yeah, they should be okay.
Okay. So then 1 and 2. That slides right on. Look at that. Slides out super pretty. And those are going to be... Where'd she go? Where's my little baby? Okay. So, here we start. Where's the drill? Oh, the drill's got the 2.0 on it, doesn't it? So it's not doing me any good anyway. There's 2.
I'm sorry. He's got something in his
He's
ear.
torturing the dog over here.
He's got something in his ear. I was trying to get it.
You
He's
guys
just
tell him to
sensitive
stop
about it.
torturing the dog.
This is not a tortured dog. This is a spoiled lap dog. He had something stuck in his ear fur.
He's not spoiled. He's just generously treated.
Yeah. Spoiled.
Generously treated.
Spoiled.
Spoiled would be taking him everywhere we go, and he is not that. Okay.
What up, dude? Come here.
And last but never least.
Is that right?
What? Okay, start from the middle. How tight do you want these?
Tight enough to not crush the plastic.
Okay. 1, 2.
Kind of one of those things. Those probably aren't going to go anywhere, even if they're not all that tight.
Gotcha. 4, 5. Okay. That's step 1. I love that it's got something to hold it in place, so I'm not sitting here having to hold it the whole time. And then 1 goes here. Sorry, I keep pulling it away so that I can see better. I forget that you guys want to see too. Alright, so step 1. And then 2. Oh, man. We're covering up the Vanquish. They're going to be so unhappy with us.
Rip.
Ripple sticks. We'll just blame Grant. It's all Grant's fault.
I don't even know if he's still on here. I just know there's somebody that is staying. There's several people that have left and come back.
That's okay. People have lives. That one fell through my hand. Okay. Number 4. Time is running out. And last but never least, number 5. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but as I put these in here, I'm just going to the head seat. Now I'll come back.
Easy.
There. I'm barely...
Okay.
There we go. Do. Okay. And there. Okay. Then I need 12s. Why do I need 12s for that one?
You just gotta go through something thicker, probably.
I guess.
Not me over here crossing my fingers that motor fits.
Fits. Why wouldn't it fit?
Oh, sometimes they're a little long, but I think the firmers are good, and the new gen fusions are good.
Alright, so here's my last two 12s.
The old Fusion Pro didn't fit.
Oh, that's not good.
I actually have a kit that makes this a lot shorter too, called the Stubby Kit.
Do you want, since this is going into the metal rods there, do you want me to Loctite these down?
Yeah, it'd be alright.
Okay. Putting our 12 mils in here. All the way home.
Hmm?
Okay. Alright, so. How tight?
Pretty tight. Don't crush the plastic.
That. I don't know how to tell if I'm crushing the plastic.
You start tightening it, and then it feels looser than it used to be.
Okay. Good explanation. Alright, so that's all of step 3 done. Step 4, Trent said we're not going to go digging for the optional gear cover because he's got that part in his body. We're going to set this guy down. And then we need this plate, which is here. We need one 5x11x4 bearing. So we're going to break out our handy dandy trusty calipers again. And that's 11, 4, and 5. And we need 3 of those. 5, 4, 11. There's 2. And 4, 5, 11. Alright, so there's our 3 bearings. We need our 8mm pins. Just one of those. And there we go. It's an 8mm pin. And then we're going to need one in 3x12. They did not give me another M3x12. Trent?
What?
They did not give me another 12 mil.
Missing one?
Yeah. Because I only had 4. I used 2 here. And I used 2 here. And now they're asking for another one. I have a freaking $18.
No, it's supposed to be one of them?
Bag D. Look at this. Oh, hold on. No, I've already opened all the bags for bag D. Look, it even says down here, there's another 12 mil. And then 2 more 12 mils here, and there's a 20. But I don't have a 20, I have an 18.
What are those over there? 12s. You have a whole rack of them.
What the crap?
Carrying on.
Carrying on. Talk about mismeasurement. Okay.
Did you accidentally measure the whole screw?
I may have accidentally measured the whole screw.
Yeah, because the countersunk ones are measured by the whole screw, and the cap head ones are measured by under the head.
Yeah.
Oh, Grant said, did we ask something? He heard his name.
Huh? Oh, no.
Oh, we were
Wait.
down to one watcher for a second there, and I was like, oh, it's probably Grant.
Don't lie to that man. I'm telling the truth.
That's what I said, wasn't it?
No, I said I was going to blame Grant if something was wrong.
Oh.
Okay, so we've got our 6s. We got 1, 2.
Oh, it was when you were missing something, couldn't find it?
Yes, I was missing.
Is that when you couldn't remember how to measure a screw?
No, that was not how I had. You don't know. Okay, and there's our pin. And there's our plate.
What did it call for?
No, 16s. That's what I called for 12s.
Oh, then you have to pull all those 16s out. Because someone's going to be really short on screws. If you put the wrong ones in, then you put the wrong ones in.
I know. Hold on. I just have to double check.
Why aren't you laying them on the paper? The paper is to scale.
Because your face.
How many 16s are you supposed to have?
It says... Hold on, my brain is not working. So it calls for a 12 here. It calls for a 20 here.
That's that one long one you have.
But that didn't measure... It didn't measure out to 20 when we just measured it. It measured out to 18.
Okay.
Do they include the head in their measurements?
I don't know. No, because the 12s aren't measured that way. It's 22. I mean, 19 something is still
Okay.
20.
It's
Close
not
enough.
really, though. Okay, so there's a 20. And they call for 12.
He's so happy to be the scapegoat for the night.
And then here's more 12s. And they need 2 16s.
Do you have any 16s over there?
Mm-mm. It just needs 2 16s. I don't have any
So
16s
you
in
either
here.
put them in the rear of those two spacers or the front. I think you put them in the rear. You might be able to just take these two back out.
Okay.
I bet they're the right ones.
That's your face.
Just joint one out and see what it looks like.
Yeah, I might have accidentally put them in here.
I think the front one's behind the spur you measured, I want to say.
I know I measured something, and I was like, these all fit.
And these, I remember you turning for a while. I don't think that's a 12.
I don't think that's a 12 either. And brain does not compute.
That's not a 12.
Oh, you know what I did?
Huh.
I looked over here, and I went, those are longer than those. Those are 10s.
Is
I told you my brain
is
was...
that 16, yeah, 16.
Yeah, those
You're
are
right,
16s.
yeah.
I told you my brain was going to do
Put
that.
the other 12 in so you don't have to hold it, dangle it.
You don't know.
At least start it.
Wait. Yes, okay.
I put a different screw in. I don't remember which screw I put in here.
See, I'm making all the mess ups so you guys don't have to. When you go to build your Vanquish kit, you're going to make sure you set aside the 20s and the 16s elsewhere so you don't mix them up. I'm so used to the smaller one being the 10, not the 12. that my brain just went, oh, that's smaller. That's a 10. That means this is a 12.
So here before too long, whenever I get a little bit of time to edit it, I'm gonna make a condensed version of this video. We're actually recording as well.
All these screw ups will not be included.
On an overhead, but this version, I'm gonna leave the lives up, so it is a build along, so you can learn from experience and don't make the same mistakes.
It's gonna be a laugh along, is what it's gonna be.
And if you like what you see, before you jet, hit the like or wave or something. Feel free to comment. If you got any questions, ask. Just recently went to Beat the Creek, and these kits were on sale for a really good price. So we're gonna do a couple of these things. We've got a 410 and we've got a carbon kit. So
The carbon kit's gonna be fun. Okay. Now,
it's the same transmission.
it's
Well, it's not the twin though, so it doesn't have the levers.
okay. So we're gonna need that guy. We're gonna need that little guy. We've got the 3 bearings. We've got the 1 pin. We've got our 4 plate screws. It says bottom shaft. Oh. That's gonna be this one. And it says note direction. So apparently we have to be super, super on it about the direction. And then here's our 10 mil pin. So that's gonna go right there with that one. And then we need this. Which is this one? We have all of these. What is this one?
It's going to be one of those ones over there. It's a standard gear.
Okay.
And it's showing you the width.
Okay.
Because the questionableness was the... Yeah.
So it's going to be that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why they stood on its edge.
So
Because those two have the same gear tooth count. But they're
Gotcha.
telling you to put the wider one there.
Okay, okay. Alright, so that we're going to set over there. So, this is going to go last. Because it's going to bolt down the housing.
Yep.
I need this housing.
I wish this transmission came with both gear sets, because I have another blown up Vanquish transmission I still haven't fixed that I could use to put the centered normal gears in.
We are cleaning the tree off this housing.
I guess since it has all this cool upgraded stuff, it would technically be a VRD 410, huh? Or VS-410 VRD.
Okay, so this goes out here. Alright, do you want all this greased? Does this?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. So then, we're going to start here.
I'm going to use some of my my waterproof grease.
Mm-hmm. And we've got one goes in here and one goes in here. So we're going to start. This is my grease stick. Everybody should have a grease stick. Let's give it a nice little blue.
The reason we're putting the grease around the bearings is just so the pocket gets sealed against water.
And
this is waterproof grease. If you pour water on it, it actually just repels away.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so that guy's locked in place. And then this one. Okay. Now, what I'd like to know is what is it telling me here? It's saying It's showing this shaft goes in here.
Yep.
Okay, so I put this bearing on. Hold on. I put this bearing on here. And then I'm going to pop a pin in. And that'll hold that bearing in.
Yep, it appears so.
Okay, so then that one's going to be our 8mm pin. So we put a little grease on there. And that pin pops in place there.
Smudge that grease down the side of that. There you go. Just get it in there.
Okay.
Oh.
So that pin's in, that gear's on. It's gonna get another bearing.
Now you're gonna take. Oh yeah, let's get another bearing.
And that guy's gonna go right there. Okay. Then we're gonna take this guy, and it says note the direction.
Put the pin in it.
So we're gonna note the direction, and that means we're gonna go this way. We need the pins to go facing in. We're gonna put the pin in the closest shaft hole.
If you're just watching, she puts grease on the pins so they don't fall out. It just gives a little bit of stick. It helps with assembly. You're gonna slide that gear right down over it.
Okay, hold on. Do you want grease on the inside behind that gear?
A little bit.
Okay. So then I'm gonna take my magic grease stick and take this gear. And since the pin is here, and we want the grease to go behind the gear, we'll know to grease
It'll make its way around in there.
the pin side. So we're going to drop that guy down in there, push it back down, and then I'm going to pop this little guy directly on the shaft. Oh, I popped it on the pin first try.
Is it? Does it drop all the way in?
It dropped
You
off.
can just spin the shaft and hold the gear.
Yeah, see?
Locked on? Okay.
Locked on.
Cool.
First try. Alright, let's...
Wipe off that little grease on the end or put it down there.
Okay.
Put it between the gears.
Can't get the shaft to spin like that. Okay. So then we've got our two bearings underneath. We've got our bearing on top of the gear. We've got our top
If
gear.
we're putting an intermediate gearbox cover on it now,
And so we're putting the gearbox cover on it.
then if we're doing that, then we need grease in there.
You want grease in here? Or you want grease in the holes?
In the holes. In
Okay.
there.
Get in the hole. All down up there. Sometimes I wish you had a little...
A grease syringe.
Yeah. I should see if we could find some of those.
I found some already. I thought about selling the grease and providing that.
Pre-greased. Oh yeah. Okay, so we're gonna do that, but then also I'm gonna put...
Don't put it down in the bearing pocket right here. It's gonna be hard to put the cover on.
There's already some on the bearing bucket.
I know, but I'm saying don't put it like don't fill the bearing pocket.
I wasn't going to. I'm gonna take it here and just do that, and then do that.
I can't see what you're doing.
Sorry. I'm taking my stick and just putting
A little grease.
a little grease right here on the edges there. Now,
You can also take the whole edge of that box and wipe around it with a little bit of grease to make a seal around
Okay.
everything.
At this
The
point,
excess will smash out.
my fingers are nice and greasy, so
Doesn't need a whole lot, but
like we do with like valve cover gaskets.
yeah, like our TV. Except this time it's just water repellent grease.
Okay.
That'll work.
Okay. Clean those fingers off. Okay. So now, just give it a gentle little. Nope. There it goes. Okay. They kind of like
Just rock and push.
set.
There's just grease in there. It'll.
There it goes. You heard that
Aha.
clicking. Okay. I heard the clicking. We got her in. Now it's time to bolt her down. We need one of our 12s. Up here in the top.
Sorry, I gotta shake the camera for a second. Checking on battery.
There it goes. Okay. For a second, it did not want to screw down. I was a little worried.
Couch is so squeaky.
Mm-hmm. This didn't sound like. Okay. And then this guy goes. Does it really? It goes down in here. Yay! Alright. Pop back up to that top one. There it goes. Okay. Oh, you brought me back my baby. Now that I'm done with that bolt.
Rip.
Okay. So then we need to go for the plate up top. Look at all that grease.
I just put a little thin layer across the whole top to keep water out. Around the whole thing.
And I need to draw a circle around it too. Good, or can we go a little more and let it squeeze out?
That should be fine.
Okay.
It's never going to be waterproof. Just water resistant.
Okay. We got our tiny baby screws.
So if you haven't been on here very long, obviously you're building a VS-410 kit. It's a portal builder's kit, so it comes with all the nice upgraded stuff, machine gears, aluminum motor plate and bearing plates, upgrade ring and pinions, just nice stuff. This is the second kit that my wife's ever made, but it's just super nice. Got a pretty good deal on these things at Beat the Creek, so.
Okay. So we just finished putting that together. Gonna give it a little clean up here.
Wipe off all the excess.
Mm-hmm. I put extra grease in and we let it squeeze itself out. It's not gonna be waterproof, but it will have a level of water resistance, which he needs because he's constantly in the water at his usual haunts. And so when we put the grease in, even though we know it's going to squeeze out, that's actually what we want, because we know then that there's grease right up in those cracks and in those edges, giving us that extra layer of protection.
I've seen people RTV these things together, which I'm like, good lord, no.
All right, so we just finished this page. This was our transmission.
Page 2, now we're on page 3 of the transmission.
Yep. Yeah, so we got all of this. Oh, I got you a little dirty. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to keep clean. Got a little something on there. Okay. So this was our first page. This was our second page. Oh, that's the problem.
The bottom of the grease container?
There we go.
Oh, it's on there.
There was a little on the mat.
Right.
So now...
ruining my Vanquish mat.
We're going to pop on to page 3. And this is all in the same bag.
This one's the fun one. Has the dig and the overdrive.
Son of a gun. What did you get me into? This is only my second kit.
This is basically the transfer case.
This
is probably the hardest part in the whole truck right here. And it's not that hard. Yeah. What?
Those stupid links.
Oh, links are easy. They just go right together, though.
Links suck.
I mean, it's not like they're complicated, though.
They just hurt my fingers.
Yeah.
Okay. So we're going to pull our parts. We need 1 8mm pin. We need 4 5x11x4 bearings. I'm thinking it's going to be these. I will measure them because we have had, if you were here with us yesterday, you know this. We've had bearing measurement issues. So, we've got 11, 4, and 5. That's 1. Are my eyes playing tricks on me? Yes, my eyes were playing tricks on me. That one is the same size. Okay. 11, 5. And 11, 5. All right. So we've got our 4 bearings. We're going to need 1 gear. It's going to be this guy?
Yep.
Okay.
Ooh,
we've got our pin
circlip.
line. We got a circlip. Now we need that thing. Is that thing this thing? No, that's too big, isn't it? No, that's not it. What is that?
It's right there on the tree, on the sprue.
This guy?
Yep.
Okay.
Trim it off. Yeah. I seen you about to just twist it off.
No, I felt it to
Lisa's
see how much give it had. It didn't have much, so I wanted to be nice.
And it's going to take a
Okay.
M3 by 12 millimeter. I think that goes in after the bearing plate, though. Like, it doesn't say that. But, like, just like how that pin is,
Mm-hmm.
that's going to have to go after the...
Are
Excuse
you
me.
sure? Because that pin looks like it goes first.
The bearing plate goes first. The
Okay.
gear... The pin goes and then the gear. So
Okay.
everything else goes before this gear.
How do I know which bearing plate to use? Because they look the same.
One of them has a hole.
They
Or
both
they
have
both...
holes.
Huh? Yeah, I don't know.
So they're the exact same.
Sure. Yeah, looks to be.
S10131 and S1042.
Uh-oh. So, negative, they are not the same.
They are exactly the same.
Unless one of them has a different bearing size. Yeet. Till I throw it across the house.
Because that's what we need, sir.
I don't know. Is there different size bearings or all the bearings the same size?
So these require 4 of those. And this requires 5 by 11 by 4s. Takes the same bearings. They're the exact same thing. VPS 10142 and VPS 10131. I don't know why there's different part numbers.
Flip over. I think it's 1021. Unless that's supposed to be that. I don't know. I don't know. Just say put it in there. If it doesn't work out, we'll flip them.
Bearing plate set 30T overdrive. And that was 10142. 10131 is a machine pan hard mount. I think they put the wrong part number.
Yeah, you put the wrong part number. We're good.
Okay.
Misprint. Okay.
Misprint. Woohoo!
Yeah, that's not a machine pan hard mount. That's already over here on the chassis. It's another thing you get in the builder's kit. Little upgrades all over this thing.
All right, so to continue, we have our bearing plate, we have our 4 bearings, we have our gear, we have our pin, and we have our circlet. Then we're gonna need. Can I gather these after I put this together, or do I need to get them together now?
Looks like after.
Okay, cool. Because I don't want a whole bunch of stuff running around. And
yeah, that's all the stuff for the back of the gearbox, and then this is the next step.
That's kind of what I figured.
And then this is the next step.
Okay. So let's go here, and then do you want grease in here? Okay. Ooh, that's snug. Snug as a bug in a rug. Okay. Is that bearing? Yeah, we're going to put that bearing in first. Because if the bearing goes in after the pin, then the pin can't go in the gear.
Right.
Right. Logical thinking here, guys.
The bearing should be snug in there too. Pretty snug in the bearing plate.
It is pretty snug in there.
When these are plastic and you stress the transmission, the bearing plates, let the bearings move apart, and then the gear strip.
Oh, that's lovely. Okay, I don't use them a lot. But because of the angle.
Yeet, as it flies across the house.
You forget I use these on my little models all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that means our gear can go down in. Alright. And then, I hate these things.
What?
Can you put the clip on?
Wait, no.
No, the clip goes here. Hey. No, the clip goes there.
The clip goes there?
There's
Okay.
a little seat there.
Yeah.
Stupid, stupid.
Get it in place and then give me the pliers.
I'm trying. Okay.
Alright. I'll get it.
Okay.
Now that bearing is permanently engaged with the pin.
Mm-hmm. And that gear is really hard to drop.
It's all the grease.
Yeah.
It'll break in,
Yeah.
move around, and distribute itself.
Okay, so each of these bearings needs to go in. I'm not putting... Am I putting grease back in here or no? You want grease in?
No, put grease in this one though, because it goes to it goes to external output.
Okay.
Put grease around the outside edge, or no?
Hmm?
Don't worry about it.
What do you mean?
Look in the pocket.
Oh. Well, there is now, but you didn't say that. You said put grease on this bearing, so I put grease on the bearing. Okay. Bearing 1. Bearing 2. Bearing 3.
Nice. And just nice click.
Yes.
Now you can put in that holder.
So what does this do?
Hold this bearing plate down.
Okay.
Is that how long that thing's supposed to be? 12 mil? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You know what? Because you're being a stubborn ass.
A little bit of grease hold it in place.
Glue.
Assembly lube. You have an electric thing over there too.
I know. But it's fighting going in, and I don't want it to go in at an angle. Okay. That's a 2-0. That's
Yeah.
a 2.
Oh, it's 2.5.
2.5.
Rip.
Yeah. Okay. Get you in and on. Okay. Alright, so that's step 1 done. Now, I didn't want to mix up the bearings and stuff, so if you weren't here with us when we set up for step 1, Usually I pull everything we need from a page, but I didn't want to mix all the bearings and stuff up. So, step 2, we need one 5x11x4. So we've got our 4, we've got our 11, we got our 5, that's our bearing. Then we need a washer, and I only have one size washer. So, that I know is going to be our correct washer. We need this gear. That's the wrong one because it doesn't fit on the page. That's the correct one. So that's going to be our gear. Wait, oh, no, hold on.
Or are those the same?
Are they the same? Oh, no, this one's slightly smaller. So what is this one?
I think it's going to be the bigger one.
Yeah, it actually covers. It says those are the same part number.
Oh, well, they're the same size. And your mine's playing tricks on you.
Oh, no. Look. No. They are not the same size. Look at that. My mind is not playing tricks on me. They are not the same size.
Are the smaller ones the same size?
There's only 3. There's this guy.
Yeah.
And then there's this, and there's this.
Okay.
So this one here, and this one. Oh yeah, see, look. The slightly smaller one fits here fully, and the slightly larger one fits there fully.
Okay.
This one,
It's back. Yeah, that's like...
if you'll notice, it's just ever so slightly smaller. Just like it's ever so slightly smaller than this one.
Okay.
Okay, so there goes that. I'll put that back for now. Put that back for now.
Don't forget you got a 5x9 in the middle of this.
Yes. And that's gonna be... That's 3, 9, and 5. Okay. And then we need...
One of the dogs. Are the dogs the same part number? Yep, 205s.
Yeah, and they don't have a sizer for those.
Yep.
So, those are going to be the exact same part number. So that goes there. And then where are my rods? There's my rods. And these are the same exact. So, I need to make sure I take care as to which end I'm using.
They're not the same exact?
Huh?
They're not the same
What do you mean they're not the same exact? They are the... Oh no, one's got a stepper. It's got the same part number. It's crazy. Okay,
So you need the one with the step.
so I got the one with the step. And it looks like the dog goes on first. And then our tiny bearing.
That sits in the end of that gear.
Which is going to sit in the dog.
Does the dog move
Yeah.
away from it? Yeah, okay.
And then this bearing will sit inside.
Grease.
You want to grease the whole
No,
thing?
just grease just grease the washer.
Okay.
We'll need to grease the dog actually. How far can it move?
It...
Okay, then we'll put a little grease on it. Just put a little smudge right in here.
Okay.
You don't need much. The only reason I said put grease over here was to keep your washer from flying away.
Okay.
smush it in there. Wherever it is. Oh, it's right here.
Okay. So that's that assembly. And then our second assembly is going to go this way. What?
Yep, you're good.
This guy.
Grease. Oh.
I know. I noticed
Rip.
it right after. Tear. Okay. Okay. Turn this back around. Okay. And then we need a little bearing, which I didn't measure. Nine, 5, 3. Okay. I figured, but just to make sure. And then this guy goes here. And then this guy. 5, 11, 14. Okay.
It's the key card. That's right.
And then
Oh, that's an icy body.
the washer. Okay. So that's both assemblies. Now it shows this one will go here. This one will go here. Maybe I put a little grease in there? No? Okay.
We're going to put some grease on all of it here in a minute.
Okay. And then this one goes wee all the way there. And now we're on our next page. Jesus. Okay. For this,
Looks like a little space city.
it does, doesn't it? Alright. We're gonna need this guy. What is this guy?
That is the dig lockout.
And are they all made of metal? Or is this special?
No, they're all made of metal. That part has to be metal.
Okay.
So when you engage dig, it connects the rear drive shaft to that.
Okay.
So digs where it disconnects the drive from the rear and it locks the rear wheels.
Okay, so it's a little bit important.
So by doing that, that's what lets you be able to drag the rear end around.
So that's a little bit important.
Just a little.
Okay, so there's a couple bearings. There's our bearing plates. And it's calling for 2 of our countersunks. And it's calling for our large housing. Okay, you want to cut this off real quick? Oh, wait. Not that housing. It's calling for this housing.
Oh, that's the single over there.
So we don't want this one?
I want the twin housing. Since we're using the twin. I don't remember, but there's a way to make this where it doesn't have where it's always in overdrive and it doesn't have dig, and it's using other parts.
I don't want that.
But I don't care. I want to be able to have dig. Since the transmission comes with it, might as well use it.
Alright. So this is the housing we're going to be using. VFD. Alright, so.
Is that right?
Is what right? Is what right?
Nothing.
Okay, that's 11. 5. Oh, 4. And 5. And those are all my 511 fours. So, we've got all of our bearings correct.
You have to install that lockout.
Mm-hmm. Okay. It says install bearings and plates first, and then the lockout. So does it want me to put the bearing and plates in here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the plate just drops in. That one's not snug. Yeah, that one's kind of loosey-goosey. I don't know if I like that. Okay. And then install the lockout.
For the 2 screw holes.
Yeah, I just want to make sure I seat it right.
And the teeth go towards you. The 2 little teeth that stick up.
What?
The 2 little teeth that stick up
Yeah.
go towards you.
Not according to this picture. The teeth are on the back end.
No, that's forward. Yeah, they turn the whole thing towards you.
Like this?
Yes, the teeth go towards you.
I was facing it all this way.
Oh.
I'm trying to face it like the photo.
Yeah, no, sorry.
Okay. So, there. And then put a finger in there. Put my countersucks in there. Do you want lights on these?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay. How tight?
Tight. No breaking. Tight. Now we'll take the dogs out real quick.
Okay.
You go out? Come on. Let's go. Oh, yeah? Is that right?
Yep.
Alright. Let's go.
Apparently.
Come on, Dad. Let's go.
Okay. So we've got our bearing plate, bearings, and lockout all installed. We need 1 clip. I hate these clips. He would go outside on one of the parts I hate the most. Okay. Now we're going to try and hold that clip on. Gentle. Because my hands are not as wide as his. I'm going to have to do that upside down. Shh. Don't tell him I did that easily. He'll never, ever, ever do it for me again. Okay. So our clip is on, and now we need to build this setup on here. So we're going to want by 9 by 3 times 2. We need a washer. And we need one last bearing. It looks like this one's going to go in this way. Or sorry, bearing gear. So this bearing needs to go in. Set that. Okay. What's up, kiddo?
Come on, take a look.
Okay. And then another bearing. And then the washer that went stuck to my hand when I didn't realize it. Okay. Alright, honey, you want to take a look at this? It just feels weird to me that there's so much space here.
Because that shift fork goes over there.
Yeah?
Those are going to move that. Yeah, that's how
Okay.
it shifts. It goes from one to the other.
Okie dokie.
Yep, has to be a gap.
Has to be a gap. Okay, okay.
It's going to push it into gear and hold it, or push it into engagement and hold it there. Looking for something, shall we turn?
Okay. Alright, so next, it wants us to grease all the things. So am I just shoving a bunch of grease inside this housing?
Yeah, I make sure it looks pretty good. You don't stuff it all the way full. No one's turning, but
Okay. He said, in case you couldn't hear him, he said, yes, we are filling this housing with grease. But don't shove it all the way full, because then it won't turn. Or it'll be hard to turn. So we're going to put a bunch. So, hopefully, what I've got in my little grease cup is enough, because it's all I got. I mean, that's a lot of grease, but that's also a pretty big house. I don't know if you guys can see how much grease I got in there. Okay. See if I can get the rest of this grease out of here. Don't want to waste it. Where's the silicone baking scraper when you need one? Alright, so it looks like we're going to be holding off for a second until he gets back inside. So, I don't know if you guys can see that well. There's a whole lot of grease in there. Yeah, you can't see through that hole. But there's a whole lot of grease in there, but I just don't know if that's going to be enough. And if he's got a personal stash somewhere that I can steal from. Because if that's not enough, I don't want to screw up anything. So, I'm not going to close it up yet. We'll let him come in and see if that's enough.
I'm back.
Hi, honey.
Hi. So, I didn't tell you about the eye doctor earlier.
Oh.
It's an interesting little thing.
Okay.
I picked different glasses.
Oh?
Yeah.
¿Y por qué?
Because he walked over and goes, with your prisms, he goes, he came out after the exam when I was looking at glasses. He goes, what glasses did you pick? And I was like, these. And he was like, he goes, with your prisms, he goes, you're going to get a bunch of refractory at the corners because it has a different, like, a corner-to-corner measurement. He's like,
Yeah.
get something that's more round. And I was like, well, I have my sunglasses, and I whipped them out. And he goes, oh, yeah. He goes, that shape is good. He goes, something about, like, these. And I was like, boom. I was like, okay. So I picked glasses in 13 seconds flat. I was like, it's these now. So just so you know, when I pick up my glasses, they won't be these.
You realize you've
frames
had
anymore.
those squared frames for like
12 years.
12
Yeah.
years.
Uh-huh.
Your entire face is gonna look
I
different.
keep buying the same glasses.
Well, that's just you. That's just a you thing. All right, so I ran out of
would've done the
grease.
same.
I don't know how much more you need in there, if that's enough.
Did you put any on the...
That's all I got.
I would have done the same.
Oh, hey guys. I told you he probably had a personal stash I didn't know about.
He always has a person.
Okay. How much more do you want?
Grease the gears. Now.
I told them it probably wasn't going to be enough, and I didn't want to put it together until you came in and said yes or no. So.
Yep, just get them everywhere in there.
Tiki.
We're
There's
just...
like a little extra in the bottom, but yeah, I mean...
We're going to lubricate the shaft. Make sure everything's nice and wet. Because we would hate for that to be the reason we destroy parts. Grease is cheap. Transmissions are not.
Yeah, these machine gear sets are $100 by themselves.
I know. I'm the one that buys these things for you. Your birthday and Christmas presents don't just show up.
Free.
Well, this particular transmission, I have a vendetta against them.
Yeah,
because I blew up the one twice. And then they're like, oh, you need these bearing plates. It's another $60 or $40 or whatever. And the aluminum motor plate. And I'm like, oh, okay, I'll just park the truck out. Well, now this one comes with all this stuff, so it's my exception. Yeah,
Okay.
get some down in there, right there. Right in betwixt.
In betwixt.
In betwixt the two.
In betwixt. In
And it'll make its way around.
betwixt. Okay.
That's a lot of grease.
That is a lot of grease. You told me a lot of grease.
Okay, now does it say to put the shift forks in now?
It does not say to put shift forks in. It says to put this in and bolt it down.
Okay, put it on, bolt it down.
Okay. Which is why I wasn't going anywhere.
I couldn't remember. It's been a while since I had one of these apart. Boom.
You guys
Did
see
you
that?
put any around the edge?
What do you mean? It's all around the whole seal. That's how I filled.
Up here?
Son of a gun, it just all came out.
It's okay. It'll go back together.
What do you mean up here? No, it's all around this.
Okay. All
When I
right.
was wiping it down, I literally was like wiping it on.
Yeah, it'll go back together. Just wiggle.
Tiki, you're strong.
Okay. And I got all excited
I was
because
cutting the little string.
it went in
I'm
on the
like-
first try and didn't require any wiggling.
I'm like, it's not cutting the plastic. I'm like,
Okay, so
I'm like,
to put this one
Holy-
together, this is where I need my 20 mil. And I need 2 12s. Let me clean my hands off because that's
Grease. Because grease.
how grease.
How much grease is in
Grease
there?
lightning.
All of it.
Literally, all of it. Okay. So this one is gonna go up in this invisible top hole. Where's the top hole? Okay, it's all the way forward. Right there.
That sandwiches it all together, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm. And then this one is gonna go in this bottom hole down here. It's got a nice indent for the screwdriver and everything. How beautiful is that?
They're well thought out. I will say that. None of that who designed this crap going on with these.
And then our last one, it goes right here.
Like this, just nice.
Better be nice. All right. How tight?
Not very tight.
Okay.
Why does it better be nice, Mom?
Because it's like all organized and clean and everything.
Unlike me.
That's not what I was saying at all.
I know. I'm just
Okay.
saying something fun.
And last but certainly not least,
Self-deprecating and it doesn't suit you.
you're amazing. Don't be hard on yourself.
You're putting yourself down. It doesn't suit you.
Is it?
Okay, boys.
Is that all three?
That's all three. You want to double, triple check?
Nope.
Okay.
At the camera.
All right. Now, I am going to clean off the grease real quick.
Snag the power
Sorry.
cable and plug in
Let me
the other camera.
do this on camera because I keep forgetting that y'all are watching. I always feel like
It goes on the hell yeah.
Oh, yeah, that camera was down to 27%.
oof.
So, like that one.
Okay, so we're gonna set our pretty little guy down there. And we're gonna move on to the next page.
Which is going to be putting the shift works in the transmission, probably. More transmission work.
Bag D was big. There's 2 pages left. Wait, 2? Yeah, 2 pages left. It's a big...
No.
You good?
Nope.
Okay.
We're on Facebook. We can't say what I'm thinking. Okay. So it looks like we need shift works. How do I know which one's which? Are they the same? No, they're not the same. This one goes down here. This one goes up here. Do you know how I know? Because that one says dig and this one says
OD.
OD. Overdrive. Okay, so I need 2 set screws. Which I have here.
Why is
I need
always after
a
number 1?
silicone gasket, which I have here. I need this case. Which case? Oh, actually not this case. That case does not have...
I think they're the same.
No, they're not. Where's the cutters? What'd you do with my cutters?
She has them.
Ma'am, there's scissors right there.
I did not see them.
Please use the scissors. I need the cutters. Would you like to see the difference, sir?
Sure.
For you guys watching at home, this is the one I had that I thought I needed. Notice how it's just a rectangle. There's nothing special about it. This is what the picture is showing. There's a whatever that is right there. So I don't know what that's for, but it's important enough for them to specifically mark it on the picture. And then I need 6 mils. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're gonna grab... I'm gonna set you aside because we don't need you. You want to take him? No, he's off my table.
Jeez.
Here's his lid. What? Yeah, I used that whole tub.
Yeah, like I say, it's probably too much, but like I said as well, it's going to go in the creek and be near water. I'm not going to drive it underwater, but it's going to see water, so
Mm-hmm.
I don't submarine these rigs, but I do. They do get to see creek crossings and stuff. when the water's manageable.
So we're gonna put this here. Can you guys see that okay? Okay. We've got, oh, what does it say? Install 3x5 set screw flush with the top of the case to lock the dig function. Move arm to forward position and use front set screw to hold it in position. You're gonna have to explain what they mean by that because I don't know what they mean by that.
Don't worry about it.
The dig arm's gotta go first, so it's kind of...
Yeah, don't bury the set screws. Just leave them. Just put them in and leave them up high.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna put servos on this and make this crap work.
Okay.
I probably should order some half-height servos, huh?
Yeah, maybe
Well,
not immediately.
Huh?
Maybe not immediately. How much are they?
Cheap, $20, $15. I might be able to get a pair for.
Go
for
ahead,
30.
use the debit card.
Okay. Well, we're on live right now, so I'm gonna order them at this moment.
Yeah.
But having dig and overdrive functions would
Okay,
be
so there's
ideal.
one set screw. Yeah, like if they were $120 something like your transmissions were, they would have to say no, not until after Mom's birthday party.
No, and for these, they just need to be a little cheap.
So
They're not
now,
gonna take any real stress.
this guy. How do I know if it's in there right? Because it doesn't like stop. It
See it?
just...
Okay.
Oh, you have to hook it onto the...
Onto that dog.
Yeah. You get to do that. Make sure it's done right.
Oh, that pin.
Oh. It's visible. Okay, then.
Where's the pin? That brass sleeve?
It doesn't say to use it. Not yet. It wants you to put the...
Oh, it does both of them. So you gotta
Yeah.
slide that one in, and then we
and
gotta
then
slide
you
the
gotta come
other
from
one.
the other side. Yeah. It wants you to wait.
Well, give me the other arm.
Wants you to wait. I tried really hard not to laugh at you. You heard me, right?
What, just then?
Cedar. She accidentally threw some of her diamond art pieces across the table. I was trying really hard not to laugh at her, and it still came out.
It's human nature to laugh at other people's failures.
I didn't. I wasn't trying to, though.
I remember this from the last one. This part kind of sucks. Haha. Okay, they're in there now.
Okay. Did you pop the pin in?
Yeah, pin's in.
Okay.
Now both levers do their thing
Okay.
as they should.
So now, I'll put... See, what's weird is it doesn't show the divot in the gasket. But whatever.
Showing that to the camera?
Huh?
Yeah, that's so
Sorry,
close
I
to
was
zoomed
trying-
in on it.
Sorry, guys. I was trying to look at the paper and forgot the camera was there. Okay. So then this is going to go like this. Here. This is so weird. Ah, gotta put the gasket on first and set it down inside because it goes up over that lip. Now, I'm gonna push the arm through. Okay.
I hate Sonic.
Let me get you. Show them extra cherries and you got none.
No, but I got 4 lines. Set it 2.
Sorry, sweetie.
Every time. Every time.
You know what? If it's like every time, then they probably gave me your extra
I need to
cherries.
start asking them for extra limes. No, I'm just kidding. That'll probably backfire.
You probably get 12 limes.
Yeah, they're like, limes are cheap. Cherries are expensive.
Well, you pay
I didn't
36
get any
cents.
cherries.
You pay 36 cents per cherry. You didn't know that?
No,
I didn't get any cherries either.
none.
None.
They
How
might-
rude.
They might have been out.
Maybe, but then they should have charged you. Oh well, okay.
Oh well, I want my 36 cents back.
I'm gonna start asking for the extra cherries on the side. No, just dump them in.
I mean, that would work. What's torture? Well, if it's torture, then quit doing it. I'll
Yeah.
never buy you another one.
No, it's taking them from
No
the
more,
side to
no
the
more
front.
diamond art for you.
No more diamond art. She called diamond art torture, so.
No, taking the beads from the side and having to push them with these flimsy flimsy tweezers.
I could just tell you that those are my tweezers and you're not allowed to use them because you didn't ask.
They came in my kit.
Oof.
But who paid for the kit?
My DNA from you. Technically, I'm a little piece of you.
You are.
I'm Satan's spawn.
Hey! That's really
Don't
mean.
call your mother Satan. It's not nice.
This is the one who laughed too.
Crotch goblin.
Gremlin.
Okay, well. It's on.
Okay, you do the other one.
Actually, no, I'm stuck.
No, don't
Yeah,
do the other
you have
one.
to put that top plate on first.
Yeah.
I'm an abdominal goblin.
Okay. Top plate. 2 set screws. 3, 4, 6 mils. We already got the brass pin in. We already got the lever in. Okay, so we were ready for the top plate. Install the set screws flush with the case. If a single position is used, tighten them. Okay. We are going to go with set screws first because they're tightsies.
All they do is engage that hole if you want to lock it in one way or the other.
Mm-hmm. It says to install it flush if you want to lock it. So I'm making sure to look down in and make sure that I don't push the set screw through to the other side. That way it doesn't lock it in case he chooses not to.
High five.
I did not mean to do that.
It worked though.
Okay. We're good. Oh. Okay.
They can stick up a little.
They have to stick up a little if you don't want them to go all the way in.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to make them even. They should be about the same height as the head of this bolt now. Okay. There we go.
So if you haven't joined before, we're building a Vanquish VRD Builder's Kit. Say that if you've been on here, you're probably tired of hearing me say that. But my wife's actually taken over and doing it. She likes Legos and model kits, and she does those really intricate diorama kits that take weeks to do. And so this is, I mean, we did one axle the first night. It was a short night.
Mm-hmm.
Last night did the whole chassis and the rear axle.
Tonight we started and have almost completed the transmission. We are just finishing up the second to last page of the transmission. I bet you the last page starts with putting the gasket and cover on.
Oh, is that what's missing?
Yeah, so
No,
far.
from this book, from this page.
Right here.
Yeah.
So, there's that. Oh, and then probably bolting this down now. Okay, so we did our 2 set screws. We got our 4 screws in. We got our brass pin and our overdrive lever. Next page. Yeah. Silicone gasket.
And installing the transmission.
That's you.
No, we're here. This is you.
Okay, so
You're
this
building
one,
it.
if you'll notice.
It's
So
100% novice building a Vanquish kit, which is kind of a, well, not 100%.
I've
you-
built one kit before.
You've built a base camp kit before.
So on the last page, we noticed that there was a notch here, and there was just a piece of plastic that comes up and pops in place on this side. This one is just a rectangle. There's no extras, so make sure you're keeping an eye out for those things, because if you don't, you're going to end up putting the wrong side on the wrong side, and then it just screws everybody over. So, we're going to use our wiring to help prop this up. And then we pop the silicone into the case cover,
Plastic frame.
plastic frame, whatever you want to call it. And slide that on. Make sure it goes on nice and easy. What's funny? There we go. Okay. And that's going to require 4 of our 6mm screws. One. You opening a bag without me, sir?
Yep, sure am. Yeah, scissors.
Cedar took the scissors and didn't give them back.
You touched my new scissors.
I handed them to
You
her to
touched
open.
my brand new scissors. Touch my scissors.
Well, that would just stab you. It ain't gonna do us any problems.
Stab the couch. I'll stab the couch with my new scissors.
I would hate to
they're
dull the
so
scissors.
sharp.
They are so sharp.
They don't fit very well though. I'm kind of disimpressed with Fisker.
Yeah, Fisker's product
They used to be
quality
really
has
good.
gone down. You know what I would love to have again?
You know what though? I have 2 different greases that I use. I have the red, which is high-speed race grease, basically, as I call it. It's not waterproof. I use this in all my comp rigs, but it's super lightweight and it keeps, it doesn't make extra resistance. It's not sticky.
Explain for the novices here, honey. How can a grease be lightweight?
It's just not as thick.
Okay, That doesn't make sense to me. But okay.
This. This says titanium, but these aren't titanium. They're titanium coated
Okay.
on these scissors. Ugh. God, it's ugly. It's the sound.
Do you want more tailoring scissors?
No, we're not gonna cut plastic with your expensive Guggenheim tailoring scissors. All right.
These were. Oh, there we go.
That would
I don't know what I did, but
All right.
I bought these at I bought these particular set of Fisker titanium, quote unquote. They were half off at Joann since they're going out of business. Okay, that's way better. I don't know if there was a piece of machining goo in there or something, but there was something getting caught, and now I just wiped away. So now they make it.
Okay. Figured out why we're not bolting the front cover on.
Yeah, because the bolts hold it
The
down,
bolt's holding onto the trans plate.
and the bottom screw comes up from the bottom and holds it all in
Yep.
too.
So there's our last countersunk. There and there are our 16s. And then I need 3 12s. They didn't give us a single extra piece in this one. Oh, look at that. There's your Chinchy plastic one.
That's the lockout.
I know.
That is the dig. That is the dig, or OD. That's the lockout for doing that single with the other case. That's part of that other case that we didn't use.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought that was like
That
a
holds it-
choice that
no,
you
that
could.
blocks it and keeps it. It like disables it basically. It just keeps this dog from backing up.
Oh, okay. So I thought it was one you could like choose to use it
I know there's a way.
versus using.
There might be a page in this book
one.
to use it. But yeah, one of them blocks it altogether.
Okay.
I need the nippers. Oh, there they are. I cut all these
Okay. So
ends free.
here's my 3 12s, my 2 16s. There's the spare lockout. There's the countersunk. And I'm moving everything because I need to be able to see the booklet, but I want you guys to be able to see the chassis.
What you're doing?
Yeah. So, we've got our front cover on. We'll set the trans down.
And I'm still here. I've just elected to start building links over here since that's going to be time consuming and boring as crap.
Okay. So, did I make a moo-boo? It does not fit. Did I mess up?
What?
It doesn't fit.
Totally fits.
No.
Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle.
Beep, 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 beep. It doesn't fit.
It totally fits.
See when you start bolting it down?
No, wiggle and push.
What do you mean?
Get it lined up down in there. Excuse me. I can't get that. Excuse me. Did you get it or not?
No, if it fits here on these mounts, it doesn't. Now the mounts are off.
How off?
A lot off.
Let me see. Oh,
Does the motor not fit?
motor hits.
Okay.
I shall fix.
So I didn't break it.
Nope. Nope, it's just hitting right here on this
You
corner.
gotta show them, not me.
So running the Firma, the motor hits right here. I'm about to just, I mean, it's part of the link, but I'm not gonna go crazy on it. I'm just gonna trim off a little bit right there.
Okay. So you know what? While he's doing that, those just slide right through. Gotta keep that cover on. And those are gonna just slide right through. So I can't even start bolts because they're just gonna slide right through. That's okay. We're gonna peek ahead. So. Oh, I
You see
hate
that
dark
transmission
shafts.
assembly?
Okay. Transmission assembly. I put the bolts in the front cover so it would stop wiggling around. You have got to watch where you're going with that blanket, lady. If you're tired, go ahead and go on to bed. You don't
I'm
need to
not
be.
tired.
You're just curling up with a blanket with sleep mask on for no
I'm
reason.
not tired, I swear.
Okay.
Trying to convince us or yourself?
Neither. Stay back.
All right. Y'all hear all that cutting going on over there? We came back and it's still ever so slightly too big. I peeked ahead.
Well, I peaked in high school.
Ouch. Ouch. So that means I married a worse version of you than your high school you? What the heck?
Well, so judgmental and picky.
He's the one that said it, not me. If he peaked in high school, it's all downhill from there, which means I married a worse version of him than his high school self.
So you said it like you're picky.
Oh, I'm not picky, or I wouldn't still be with him. Does she fit now?
Yes,
Yes.
just barely.
Yes, barely.
I think I'm gonna do a little bit more, just a hair.
Just a hair. Okie dokie.
But
You didn't see that.
Okay, make all screws in.
Now.
It fit before, it was just still touching, so now it's not touching.
And,
You gonna show the link mount I ground on?
oh.
So what you're gonna need to do, fit a Firma in here. Just take some of it away. You're also gonna make sure that screw doesn't stick through too far.
Okay.
Using that tool is kind of like using a battle axe to make surgical incisions. Probably could have used a Dremel and got it like, really close.
It was just time to go dig in your room for a Dremel.
Not me. Not you, and not the people still watching this live.
Nobody wants to wait for you to go find something in that room.
So this thing's getting the transmission slammed in it. It's done. You good over there? You alright? You alright? You won't make it?
It's a 16 mil bolt. No, I'm not gonna make it. It's so long.
that's what she said.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 15-year-old with the comments. Dang peanut gallery. MIP, where are you when I need you, sir? What? I said MIP. Okay. That side's tight. Like a tiger. Come on. Okay. There we go. Turn her over, boys.
Will you hand me the spare 2.0 over there? I'm building links so you don't have to, okay?
I know, and I am very appreciative of that.
So don't huff at me.
I'm not huffing at you. I would never do such a thing when you're being so amazing as to build those stupid ass links for me.
This is awfully comfortable.
Laying down? Yeah, laying down is very comfortable.
No, on the floor, my feet tucked in.
You
What?
did all that screwing and I thought I was done. Come to find out,
It wasn't lined up?
it wasn't even lined up. That click was it popping into place. Son of a bitch.
Nice.
Mm. Okay. And back over she goes. Now, we need our 312 mils. One of those, actually two of those, go right down here. No, can't see that. Sorry. Let me turn her around for you. Sketchos. They're not lined up.
What?
It's not lined up.
No?
Mm-mm.
About how much?
Based on this housing piece by like 2 millimeters. Alright, let me see if I can.
Loosen all. And just get them started.
Yeah, do the little loosen and wiggles.
I thought it wasn't touching anymore, but it might still be touching.
Yeah, it might. We'll see. Before I go have you Dremel more.
This thing is fully intended to have a 540 size motor, not a 550 size motor in it.
And that's where you're at. So Sorry, phone.
You smack it.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, it's not gonna work. You're gonna have to give it a little more. Unless, hold on. That sucks. One, so if it didn't fit, I had less to take out. All right.
It's probably touching a little bit still. I'll just grind it.
Oh, no.
What?
It's not the engine.
It's not?
No, it's right here. So, when I go to put it on,
It's because the motor's pushing it that way.
Exactly.
Off that link mount. It's the link mount doing it.
no, it's not even touching the link mount on this side.
Hmm.
For whatever reason, it's like 2 millimeters off. Okay, hold on.
Sorry, I've almost got all the links built already, so I'm just over here spinning links together.
Yeah, it literally needs to go that way. Like,
Towards the frame rail?
yeah, against the frame rail.
What is touching on the
Oh,
transmission?
you know what?
What?
Look, when I put those screws in, it came through.
Oh, it's too long of a screw.
That's the screws they said to use.
It's too long. Or just back it out a little bit. You might have just crushed the plastic in that.
I might have
Side
accidentally,
skirt.
yeah, and just not known it.
It happens.
Okay, now let's see. Sorry, guys. Lots of trial and error for me. Yep, got rid of that screw and look what she does.
Drop right in.
Drops right in.
And once it's in there and get all the screws, just tighten the screw back up. Just don't smash it all the way in. You'll be alright. It'll help lock it down.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic. Good? Can you breathe okay?
No. I'm gonna go ahead and do these links because they're not that hard. They're not that bad.
I just
Yeets
flung it.
them across the
I
house.
just flung it out of my hand. It's fine.
Oh, you bastard. Don't do that to me. That was rude.
What'd I do?
Not you.
What'd I do?
Not you. Did you fart? Okay. Uh-huh. Okay.
Links are built.
You can get links built in the time it takes you to put a transmission on a frame. You guys hear that?
Am I wrong?
What?
Is it wrong?
I'll let you do this by yourself.
I could.
Hey!
I thought you wanted to build them.
I do want to.
Then quit threatening to make me. Don't threaten me with a good time. I'll build them myself.
After I've done all the hard work?
Yeah.
That's
I mean,
rude.
still a VRD carbon kit over there that needs to be built.
I know.
Should we just go ahead and order the stubby kit too next week?
We have 3 stubby kits here.
I meant for that. So we can put the short motor in it.
I don't know, how much is it?
I don't know. I'll have to look. I technically wasn't done with the links because they didn't have pivot balls in them yet. So you've still got time. Catching up quick though.
Yeah, well, I'm almost done though, so. Ow!
Yeah, the hard part, screwing the ends on. I don't know what happened. Our live failed and came back. I think it maxes out at 2 hours.
Oh, I don't know. I've never done a live that long.
I mean, it's coming back.
Okay. We've been on live for 2 hours.
2 hours and 9 minutes now.
Oh, lovely.
I mean, it says 9, but it stopped at 2 hours. So.
Alright.
It must segment them so it doesn't take forever to upload.
Maybe. Okay.
I ain't heard no bell.
What do you mean?
Fight's not over. Ding ding.
I beat you. I get to rest until you're done with the links.
You can flip page.
No.
Figure out what the next step is.
I know exactly what the next step is. It's opening a new bag.
What's the next bag?
E?
Oh. What's on E?
Huh?
What's on E?
My gas
Because
gauge.
the links are G. Like, I just did them just so I have something to do.
Oh.
And I know you didn't want to do them. But they're literally so easy to do. So, like, it doesn't have to be part of the can a novice do this. Because, I mean, it's just screwing pieces together.
I mean, I can do it. I don't like to do it. That's the difference. All right. Bag E. It shocks. What a shocking surprise.
Shocks suck too.
Shocks don't suck that much.
They do, and they have the circlips that you hate.
I do hate circlips, don't I? Where'd the scissors go, sir?
Mm-hmm. Right here.
Mm.
In the cup holder where scissors go, duh.
Yes. Scissors go in the cup holder.
Makes the grass grow.
I see it. I don't know why I need that. Do I need grease for these at all?
Yeah. Is there oil in the bag? Oh yeah, what did that come with anyway? Does it have a weight?
I'm working on it. Alright, so we've got 2 trees.
I meant the weight of the oil. That's all I
We've
want.
got these guys, and these guys, and these guys. And it doesn't say.
Fantastic.
It's literally blank.
It just says oil.
It just says oil.
I said fantastic.
Yeah, it literally just says oil. Well, what are you gonna do?
Input oil.
Do not make me blink at you in annoyance. Springs.
One thing I will say about Vanquish shocks, if you put them together with green slime on the shafts and seals, they won't leak. The pulling of the shaft against dry O-rings causes them to deform a little bit, and every time they deform a little bit of oil comes out. So
He doesn't
If
let
you've
me
got-
play with these.
if you've got Vanquish shocks that leak, build them with green slime, or just put a little on the shaft and move them a bunch. Get some in there real good. That'll alleviate the leaks.
Where's the paper towel, Cedar? Why, Cedar?
What did you do?
I benched the bottom of her. Okay. I was like really nice about it. I didn't do it too hard.
I just stopped your phone and restarted it too
Okay.
for the main recording, just so they're smaller files.
Okay. Trash. Trash. Okay. ¿A qué hora es?
Smoke.
What time is it turn?
Ah.
Okay, it's 10:30. All right.
What? I'm probably gonna call it in 30 minutes.
Why does it say no, yes, no?
Because it probably comes with different ends, and it's telling you which ones to use for this kit. Unless it doesn't come with different ones. Oh yeah. No?
It only comes.
Okay. So that's the ones then.
Ow! That stabbed me.
If that's all it came with, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's the right ones. I'm annoying the dog. He's unannoyable right now.
Okay, so it needs
Trying to rile him up. He didn't want any, so I'm gonna leave him alone.
1, 2, 3, 4. Does it matter which way these go? Yes, yes it does. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got tops and bottoms.
You got seal kits over there?
What?
You got the seals?
What seals? These seals?
No. Should be another thing of
Those?
seals. No.
This is all that came with it.
Unless they're already in there. No, they're not. Oh. Yeah, the seal pack's already in there. Sweet.
Okay.
You just need to lube them up and put them together.
Okay, so what is this X ring?
That's what's in there.
Oh, well then why?
That's what I'm saying. They're showing you assembly step 1, but assembly step 1 is done. So the snap, a lot of people don't have this snap ring plier because it's really tiny.
Okay.
I do, but it's really tiny, so a lot of people don't. So it looks like they've just decided to do those.
Okay.
I would take your 1.5 MIP and put green slime and get it down in that seal pack on each one of these.
Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3. Well. Here's my rods. Well, I just had a tiny little white washer that I set up here thinking it was one of those parts.
What did it go to?
And then he moved the page.
Oh, it goes right here under these as a seal.
He moved the page. And the tiny little white washer disappeared.
Don't blame that on me.
I am blaming it on you. You moved the page and the white washer disappeared. It's all your fault. Every single bit. Yep.
When the person who put it over there for no reason, it's fault.
I didn't put it over there for no reason. I was trying to figure out if it was one of these. I didn't know that was already completely done. I was trying to set my parts out like I do every time.
Rip.
It's okay. We'll find it. Alright. So, put these over there. Get them out of the way. There's those. So, this is already done. We need 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need 1, 2, 3, and 4. We need 2, 3, and 4.
If you move your dog and scoot over, I'm gonna look down below your feet.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Just give me a sec. Okay, so I need to install these. Does it matter? I'm assuming this goes up into the base.
Yeah, but don't jam it in there yet. Don't put it in there yet.
What? It says to put them together?
Don't put it in there yet.
Why?
Because you have to put this crap together first. Step 2.
I thought
And
it
goes
was
to-
step 1 this way, then
Nope.
step 2 here. Because this doesn't have a step number on it, and neither does this.
I don't know, but once you put the piston on there, you can't put it through. Look, it shows this after.
Okay. Alright, so then we need tiny little circlets. Look at circles.
Do you have the pistons? Oh, they're on the trees, aren't they?
What? These in my hand?
No, the pistons.
What?
These.
Oh,
Piston.
okay. too. Okay. So this and this.
Ouch.
That's gonna suck.
Did it click on or did it? No, it's not all the way on. It's crooked.
It's on.
No, it's not.
What do you mean? No, it's
Let me
not.
see it. Let me see it. This little tang has to seat all the way in the groove. Oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
It's just bent.
Give it here.
Let me see it.
Better?
Yeah, let me close. Make sure it's closed real quick so it doesn't pop off.
Okay, you know what?
There it went. I don't know why that damn thing wouldn't work.
Okay.
Yep, that way. Don't lose them. I don't have any more. Just kidding. I have a drawer full of them.
I know you do.
They come with Traxxas kits.
I don't know why you're saying things like that to me.
They come with the Traxxas kits, and I just use the Traxxas seals.
And don't lose them like that.
Yeah. Don't fling them across the room. Fling.
I tried not to, but it just said, "Fuck you and your."
Need me to put these on?
What?
Need me to put these on?
You want to take over for this while you go to the restroom?
Can. Nope.
¿Por qué no?
You wiggle out of there.
Just move the whole set.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
See, just like that.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna have this one off.
I gotta look for that little whitewash. I'm out of there.
Cedar.
Hey.
Laundry.
Oh, the artificial light's so bright. Oh. Please.
Tiny, I can barely keep up with it. Ah. Did you actually lose one of these circlips?
It's long, but it's right there on the ground.
What is it?
I literally told you that.
Oh. I thought you said something about the little white washer.
You said, don't lose them, and then I don't have yours, and then you chuckled and said, that's me, I got a whole bag of them. I was like, that's good, 'cause one just fell like that.
Oh. She gone. I'm gonna go grab one. Be right back. Come here. Relax. Luckily for all parties involved, I was just building traction shocks the other day. So here we are. With our replacement circlip. A little shinier than the others. Uh-oh. That's interesting. Yeah, it's on there now. Good enough. I had to crimp it a little bit. A little bit different size. And now I can get out of the way. And the shock shafts are all put together for her. She can do it. She'll just ride the struggle bus. So. Help her out a little. Checking the charge on the phone here. Have to plug it in for it to show up.
Did you find the other white one? You did!
It was on the white letter.
I literally rubbed my hands on the letters trying to feel it.
It was on the white Vanquish letter.
Which
Like
Vanquish
on the
letter?
U.
You can go back and watch the video. I rubbed my hand across it like 4 times trying to find
It
it.
was there. I looked down with the light and I was like, huh, there.
Sorry, guys, I bumped you. And did you find the other circlip, or did you go grab one?
I just went and grabbed it. I couldn't find it.
Okay.
Probably rolled on an edge.
Stupid white.
Close enough?
Yeah. Stupid white. White. Stupid. Oh, stupid.
All right. So take your white MIP.
Wait.
Your 1.5.
You said you wanted to put grease in the base of these, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you to do. Take your
Okay.
white MIP and clean it off on your shirt.
I'm not cleaning it off on my
Or a
shirt.
paper towel or something, just so it's lint free and clean. Now open up that green slime.
The green slime that's dirty and not lint free or clean.
Nice. I realized how nasty that was.
Here. You wanna?
Use the paper towel on the top layer of it.
Yeah.
Oh, how I got so dirty. Okay.
Leaving it open and dust particles in the air just landing in it.
I never leave it open though.
While you and Andy are working on stuff?
Oh, like while I'm actually
Like while you're
working on
actively
things.
working on stuff? Yeah.
Yeah. This stuff is like 2 years old, so.
When Mom got
What
Taco
can you-
Bell today, she ordered you 20 more sauce and mayonnaise.
Oh, yeah. I ordered you. No, 15. 15 is the max they'll let you order.
Okay, well, there's that.
Okay. So now, dip.
Yep. Just get you some on there. And then without digging it into the seals, just kind of inside that hole in the shock.
In this hole?
More than that. Yeah, get a blob. Like scoop. There you go. And just put it in there and work it around a little. You don't want to actually like dig it in, but you want to get it on all the seals. Kind of move it. Yep.
Hmm?
Yep. Do that to all 4. We're going to put a little on the shock shafts too. But we want it in between the seals in there in the pack too. It'll keep them from sticking.
That was a new noise.
It was Duolingo telling me to do my thing. I've got an hour and 12 minutes to do it.
Samesies. What are you munching on over there, kiddo?
Hmm?
What are you munching on? Cereal.
I was thinking about getting some cereal myself.
Oh, go get you some cereal. Cedar, get you some marshmallows.
Oh, we're going out.
I doubt anybody wants to sit here and listen to me crunch.
Sit back.
Let me go wash the spoon too.
You can put it in there and then push off to the side and pull it out. That way it gets stuck in there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like that.
Okay. That's all 4.
You don't, yeah, now take your shock shafts.
Am I done with the green grooves?
No,
Okay.
you're done with the MIP though.
Okay.
No. Nope, not done with that.
Okay, take my shock shafts.
Put a little green slime on your finger.
Oh.
And, I mean, just a real light. Yep, doesn't take much. And put it on the shaft.
This side?
No, please.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that little gnat too.
Yeah.
What the hell?
Almost had him.
Don't, no. Down
You-
on the other end.
You said it on the shaft.
On the shaft, not the thread. You're putting it through starting over here. Anything over here is going to get pushed to there. So just put some on that end of the shaft. There you go. And just kind of like rub it around. Just get it all over. It ain't going to be that. Yeah. Yeah, about like that. Okay. Put it in.
Oh, I just noticed. These aren't Rice Krispies. These are
Just be gentle.
Okay. It won't go anymore. You said be gentle, so I was being gentle. Does it have to thread out?
No. But it was getting caught on the thread, so just turning it a little.
Okay.
Yeah. A little bit more on the outside like that. Look.
Mm-hmm.
And just twist and go in. And get it all over it.
Okay.
Still feels a little. Starting to get better. Might have to get a little bit more down on those others with the MIP. Because this was a little bit rough for the first few cycles. Yeah. That'll work. This one might need it too. That's
Hey,
what I'm
Mom.
just gonna do. Oopsie.
¿Qué pasa, mija?
Mama.
Hit me.
Did you know the Mayans used to drink spicy chocolate?
Okay.
It was considered a royalty.
Okay.
I did not know that before.
It's pretty cool.
Put them all together like that.
This one's not crispy at all.
I already got you a bowl. It's on the counter with the spoon inside it. What?
Okie dokie. Okay. Now, am I done with the green stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Now.
Now you have to put those rod ends on.
It's not No sports for amazing for dreams. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you found your hole punch.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
You just thread it on enough to cover the threads.
Mm-hmm. One. Two. 3.
What is that?
And 4. Okay. Now. Oil. You got a specific shock oil you want to use?
You see that tube of stuff?
It's super, super viscous.
It's light as shit. It's incredibly light considering that those pistons have 6 notches in the sides now. That's a new design, I think. I don't think the other ones are like that. I really want to put some 50 weight in there. I think that's 30.
Look at that. Super, super light.
It's not viscous. The opposite
Whatever.
of viscous.
You know what I mean. The words elude me. It's very low viscosity. Runny. I know there's a better word for it than runny, but whatever. It's 11 o'clock at night. I'm exhausted. I literally just said low viscosity. Careful, the book's falling apart.
I know, I need to ask Dad to
To glue it together.
glue the spine, yeah.
Yep.
Father, I have a huge, gigantical favor. Are you able to glue a spine?
He is able to, but the question is
No.
he going to?
fit on a book now.
Yes, we can glue the spine on a book.
No, book spines are glued with gum. The really, really thick, really pliable glue.
Okay. Okay.
The closest you're going to get is Elmer's White.
What about shoe glue?
No.
Hmm.
Elmer's White and let it sit for like 3 days.
Okay.
And make sure you stand it on its spine. So the pages are laid. Look. See your Elmer's glue?
That's not the right tree. That's the
Stand
right
it like
tree.
that. Put the paper towel on each end in case anyone runs out. And you gotta put a bunch in there. That's the closest you're gonna get to gum. Unless you have any rubber cement. The stuff that stinks from school with the cap in the jar.
We can get some.
But even that might not be compatible with the glue that's in there.
Okay. So now, start at the bottom or start at the top?
Start about halfway. Or
Okay.
have your paper towel ready.
I have paper towel ready.
Okay. And then pull the piston down.
Wow. Even murder takes that used to.
Nope. Don't do that. Sue. Don't do that. Just pull it down. You hear
It
it go.
says,
It's sucking air.
it says, fill it,
Yeah.
go down,
Fill it.
and then go back up.
You don't want the piston to come out of the fluid because it does that noise and it's aerating the fluid. It's going to be hard to get all the air out. Pull it down. Pull it the rest of the way up.
How full?
Not quite full. Maybe like 6 or 7, 8 mils down.
So I want to be able to see all the threads or most of the threads?
I don't know. Most. All. Worst case at this point, when you screw the cap on, some will come out of the bleeder hole. You don't put the screw in first.
I know. Okay. Yep, O-ring.
Mm-hmm. I just realized that. I can start to do it.
Should have put all the O-rings on before I... Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do that real quick. That way we're prepped and ready. One. Two. Three. Nothing came out of the bleeder hole.
Okay, now wrap a paper towel around it. And then push the pit like that. Yeah, just right there. Just around the bleeder hole. And push the piston up. None came out. Wasn't enough. Okay. It's my fault. I'm guessing. I'm trying to tell my guess to you. Let's put a couple more drops. I don't know, just take a whole paper towel and just kind of cup it around that bleeder hole. Keep the bleeder hole facing up and then push the piston in. Yep. Push it back in. Leave it in. Push it all the way in and leave it in. You're gonna take that screw, leave it in. Take that screw and one of those little white washers and put it in the hole and snug it. The shortest little baby ones.
Mm-hmm.
This one does not need to be tight. It needs to be enough that you don't blow through that little white paper washer. Set it more of an angle, I think. Yeah, like that. Look at the...
Okay.
Now, you can pull the piston down and grab a spring. Yep, that's fine. It's got a...
I know,
oh, yeah.
I know.
See, it's got a suction against it. You need a
It's
spring.
supposed to.
You need a spring cup. Are these springs marked in different colors?
No, they're all purple.
Okay.
Why are we going in outside of order?
Huh? Because you can just do each one and be done with it. Then you know it's done. Should all be exact same. Put a spring on and pull the piston down.
I was looking at the attachment point to make sure it was clean. Okay. What?
Put the spring on the shock. Pull the piston out.
Doesn't say to do that.
Well, I'm telling you how to do it. Pull the piston out. Now slip that cup in there. Nope. Sideways over the shaft. Line it up with that ear into the slot and pull it down. I'm going to put that longer screw in there. There you go. If you had that spring in there, there was no way it was going on there. Just FYI.
Then why does it say to do that?
What?
It literally
It
says...
doesn't show you to put it in there. It just shows that's the order it goes.
Well, that's silly.
Such face.
I know. Well, that's why you let me.
Excuse me.
It's definitely not. How tight?
Doesn't have to be tight at all.
Okay.
It's just there to keep it from popping up. And then hand me a ball. Actually, hand me two. Should be a wide one and a narrow one. Or just give them
If you're gonna take that, then I'm just gonna give them all to you.
all. Okay.
Okay, now
Oh, they're all wide.
halfway up.
Okay.
Okay. Mm. Second guessed myself and still didn't put enough oil in there. Should have third guessed myself. Tiny washers and tiny screws. Tiny washers and tiny screws. Look at that little guy. Alright, now we put the spring on. And then we put the piston out. Hey, come back out of there. Get that little guy on. Put that in there. Put that in there. Alright. And this makes 2. That is 2 of 4 done. And then we have, oh, we got a little green splooge on this one. Let's clean that guy up. Okay. Halfway up. Oil. think I got plenty in there this time. Let's go. Just a smidge more. Now I'm watching way too much. Second guessing myself all night. Okay. Push her in. Oh, see? Too much now. First it's too little, then it's too much. One of these days I'll get it right, you guys. Alright. Spring. Pop it in. This bad boy. We're almost done with this page, guys. And I am almost done for the night. My brain is fried. But we got an entire transmission put together. We got shocks almost completely put together. We'll make sure to have these done before we hang up for the night.
Hey, Mom.
¿Qué pasa, mija?
Mama erect this look very similar to modern day Asian country people from Asian countries.
That they do.
Their eyes and their nose shapes. They're very close. As well as the fish.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Think I got enough. But we've been wrong before, guys. See? Too much again. Sorry. Sorry. Too much is better than not enough, right?
So we got a couple people hanging out.
Mm-hmm. I told them, and I'm going to tell you, I am out after this.
After the shocks.
Yeah. I'm tired.
That's cool.
Today was a long day. And I didn't get to take 2 hours off work like certain people did. So,
Yeah, for me, to go to the eye doctor.
you spent 30 minutes of the 2 hours hanging out at home. So I don't want to hear nothing.
Not quite. I left at 15 till, or 15 after. I left at 2:15.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's where you left at 2:30.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
That's why I looked at the clock and was like, it's 2:13. You got 2 minutes. And then I
Okay.
left.
All right. Spring on. Spring mount. Pop her in. Put her all in place. Got our last screw. No, get your butt back in that hole. And while I finished up these last 3 shocks, Trent was putting the hardware in. So, we've got 2 completely done already. Oh, 3 completely done already. And he's grabbing that last one now. Let's see. I mean, I don't see that we missed anything.
If you're building, you need to get yourself a set of these. Punch holes in tires. Hold the shock shafts without messing them up. And press pivot balls in and out. And then these little guys hold different connectors, like XT60s and such. Screw measure. These hold Dean's connectors. Takes an M4 screw to the side so you can actually clamp your connector or whatever it is in there, and it'll hold it when you solder on it. And this will push out pivot balls too, so before you throw your rod ends away, you can pop them out, save the pivot balls, and then you can use Traxxas. What is it? I can't remember if it's either the X or the non-X come without the balls in them, and they're like, I don't know, it's $3.99 instead of $9.99 for the pack, so save you a little bit of money that way.
All right.
Anyway, all right. Well, we're gonna call it for the night.
Hold on.
Oh, what do you got?
Hold on. So we just finished our shocks. That finished up bag E. I do want to know, Trent, what is all this extra stuff on this tree? Why are there plastic balls?
These are shock spacers.
Okay.
Those are plastic. I don't know why they include those. Maybe from old stuff. Shit.
It's just part of the mold, and they decided not to get rid of it.
Yes.
Okay, and what are these guys?
I don't know.
Okay. I just thought I'd ask real quick before we went away, because we're not going to be using any of it.
Yeah, these are like spring spacers to put on here.
Mm-hmm.
If you just want a preset preload, and that's it.
Okay.
But, yeah, I don't know why the other crap's on there still. Probably just because it's an old design.
Okay. So if you guys want to come back tomorrow night, tomorrow night is Wednesday.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any plans. So we'll be back probably. I think we were here 8 o'clock tonight.
Yeah, 8 o'clock seemed much more successful than 7.
So we're
7's a
gonna
little
come back
too early.
at 8.
Central time.
If you want to watch me fuck up,
Hey,
screw up putting some axles together. I hate putting axles together, but I'll do it.
axles. The axles are assembled. Oh, you mean putting drive shafts
Yeah,
together?
drive
and putting
shafts,
axles
whatever
on?
they call them, the axles.
No, they don't.
See, it says front axle, rear axle.
Yeah, that's the drive shaft for said axle.
It doesn't say drive shaft anywhere on here. It
Yeah.
says front and rear axles.
It is though. That's a drive shaft.
See, it still even calls here. Look,
It's showing you the front axle assembly.
even on the rear page. No, it is now showing the drive shaft and calls it a front
No,
axle.
that's the front axle.
What?
That's the front axle's drive shaft.
That's the front
That's-
axle's drive
That's
shaft.
the drive shaft for the front
That's the
axle.
drive shaft.
Okay, well.
But they're calling it a front axle.
No, they're not calling the drive shaft a front axle. They're just saying this is for the front axle.
Anyways, we're gonna put those together tomorrow night. So if you guys want to
Put
join us
shafts
again,
together, put the links on.
Mhm.
Probably have a slider or a roller.
probably. Since he's already got the links put together tonight. If you weren't here a little bit ago, I can't stand putting links together. I absolutely hate it. So while I was busy putting together the transmission, he went ahead and put all the links together. So all of this is done already. We're just going to be installing. But we'll do the drive shafts. We'll probably be installing front links. And then we'll be putting,
Yeah. Hanging the axles.
we'll be hanging axles. At the very least, we should get the axles hung tomorrow.
It'll be easy. Be fast.
Yeah, maybe. Remember on the other one, I accidentally put the axles on backwards. So
Oh, these are portals. You can't do that.
you can't do that. Okay, that's good. That's good.
And the front end is 3-link. There's nowhere to put the 4th link, so you'd know.
Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping.
Yeah, it's like body post and then the little covers for the sliders and
Mm-hmm. So we got, after the axles, drive shafts are all put together. It's just going to be the battery tray,
I need
the
to
covers,
I need to see if I can find some
and then the shift
some cheap
linkages.
cheap shift servos.
So there's not a whole lot left. We may be able to finish it up tomorrow night, and if that's the case, then he has a body he has to paint. He needs to determine.
Well, I have to fit and trim once the truck's together.
Yeah, he's got to fit and trim it. So that, are you gonna surprise them with the reveal after paint, or are you gonna let them watch you fit and trim it?
I might just show fitting and trimming, that way it's part of the series.
Part of the build
as to
series.
Putting it all together. But it'll
Okay.
be surprised until I pull it out and go, this is what I'm putting on it.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to do fit and trim. He's gonna do paint. He's gonna show you how he does paint as well. This one's not gonna be patinaed, so I won't be involved in paint.
Right.
And then we'll have wheels and tires, which I'm pretty sure he's got the set of wheels, but we're gonna
I
need
haven't
to.
decided which wheels I'm gonna put yet.
Yeah, he's got like 3 sets of wheels he needs to choose from, and then he needs to
9.
figure out what what tires and inserts he's gonna run. I wouldn't be surprised if he said he's gonna run some Banff inserts. He kind of really likes those.
Yeah, I've got the, I don't know what, I think I already have a pre-made set of tires in here.
And he said he thinks he may have a pre-made set of tires already. You do?
So Andy has laid claim to these wheels because I just thought they were too plain.
Okay, so you don't.
But I do have some Proline Crawler TAs. So
Okay.
these are good tires.
But not those wheels. Those wheels are Andy's. So we may have a roller tomorrow night. We may not. It really just depends. But at the very least, we're going to do our best to have the entire chassis and components installed.
I'll have it running because I'll put the radio in,
Yeah.
the receiver, and I'll fire it up.
You gonna hook this one up
And
to your
center-
multi?
Center the servo before you put that axle on so we can get to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and yes.
Okay. Are we done with grease?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm gonna throw my stick away. And give you back your grease. And give you back your green slime. Are you gonna use that red for anything?
No.
Okay, so all that can be put away, and here's your shock oil. Alright, well, you guys have yourselves a terrific night. Trent's gonna go ahead and cut y'all off, and we'll see you tomorrow, hopefully.
Thanks for hanging out and watching, y'all. Make sure to hit a like real quick for me. Anybody? Alright, well, it's going away. Alright, y'all have a good night.